Hi everyone, this is Dhwani. I'm presenting e-commerce API project using nodeJs and mongoDB. This code is given by Coding Ninjas. This is a skill test. So this is a very beginner level of project, and we have to check four API endpoints. We have to test those APIs using Postman. So those four things are API to add products to the database inventory, API to list products, API to delete products by its ID, and API to update quantity of a product that can be incremented or decremented. So basically this is just a design, and we have to just design an API for an e-commerce platform admin to manage product inventory. So let me go back to my code. So here is my code. Let's just run it. Okay, so this is running on port 4000. Let's check our postman first. Okay, so for fetching products we'll be using get endpoint, and this is the path to fetch the products. So I already added one product before. So this mouse 200, we'll be adding another product using post method and product slash create. This is the route I'm using in the code, that's why I'm using this. Name laptop and quantity, let's say 100, and send. So you can see new product is created and added. Now let's use the get method again to fetch the products and see if product is added. So now you see, first we had only mouse, now we have laptop also. Let's delete the mouse product to check our delete endpoint, which is the third endpoint. So delete, and after products just provide the ID, copy and paste and send. So it says product is successfully deleted for mouse. Again let's fetch the products and check if product mouse is deleted from the inventory. So you see, now we are only seeing laptop and mouse is deleted. Now let's update the quantity of the laptop product. Let's say right now we have 100, right? I want to get 200. So for that I'll be using post method, which is this is the fourth and API endpoint we are checking. After products provide the ID slash update quantity. This is the route I'm using in my code, that's why I'm writing this. And then provide the number whatever you want to increment or decrement. I want to increment as 100, so let's send, and you see quantity is updated to 200. Now let's say I want to decrement also by 50, so that will be 150, right? So I did -50 and send. So now our quantity is 150 and product is successfully updated. So last time let's do the fetching of products and check if quantity is updated there. Okay, so our quantity is 150. So this is basically connected to the mongoDB. So for that let's check our mongoDB atlas and check that if quantity is updated. So here you can see laptop is updated with the 150 quantity. And now let's check our code. So this is a under config, this is a mongoose file where this code establishes a connection to a mongodb database using mongoose and sets up event listeners for both successful and unsuccessful connection attempts. If the connection fails, it logs an error message to the console, and if successful, it logs an confirmation message, and the database connection object is then exported for use in other parts of the application, which allows interaction with the mongodb database. Then under controllers we have product controller JS file. This code defines controller for handling product related operations in a web application, and it consists of functions to create and add a new product to the database here. Then fetching and like retrieving all the products whichever is in the inventory. Then delete product by its ID, and then update the quantity of a product by its ID. So each function utilizes asynchronous operations to interact with a database using mongoose models, and error handling is implemented to catch and log any errors that may occur during these operations. with appropriate HTTP status codes and error messages written in the response to the client. So additionally, like the controller ensures data integrity by validating input parameters and checking for the existence of products before performing deletion or updates. Okay. Then in models we have this code which set up mongoose schema and model for a product in a mongodb database. It defines field for name and call it quantity, and both are required, and exports the product model for use in other parts of the application. Then under routes we have product routes. This code set up routing using express for product related operations, which imports express and create a router. Then it imports a product controller module for managing product actions. So basically 4 routes are defined: creating a new product, fetching all products, deleting a product by id, and updating a product's quantity by id. Each route is associated with a function from the product controller. Here you can see. And then router is then exported for use in other modules, facilitating handling product related HTTP request. Then at the end we have index file. This code initializes an express server to handle HTTP request for a product management application, and it imports necessary libraries, sets up middleware for URL data parsing, and configures routing to the product routes.js file, and starts the server to listen on specified port. But here in this code have deployed on render, so no need to use localhost while checking API endpoints in Postman. You can use the on render link, which is this. So by using this, by replacing this with localhost here, you can still check on your Postman. And this is the readme file where I'm providing Ecommerece API introduction, tech stack, functionality, and the whole setup, and API endpoints and their responses. Yeah, and that's all. Thank you.